Hello everyone, welcome to a chess video. I have to warn you, today's game is so disturbing that it may cause you physical pain and loss in chess elo. Today, we'll be covering how to not play chess. So today's topic is blunders, because in this game there are just a lot of one-move mistakes that just lost each of us the game, and well, I guess you'll see the ending for yourself. The opening was fairly standard, d4, d5, and we have a Kali system. As you can see, it's a bit passive as I just played c5, and my opponent just ignored this threat. I went on with e6, captured here, and then developed my bishop. My opponent castled, and I pushed e5. Now this is a bit of an inaccuracy, but I thought I was threatening e4, but I shouldn't have opened up the center while I was castling. One move mistakes. But he played rook e1, and that is our first blunder. So you always want to look out for forks in your games, but if you want to lose at chess, don't. So e4 is played. He moves the bishop and I capture. Knight recaptures, and I pin his knight. Queen places pressure on my knight, a very good move, so I protect with the queen, also creating a battery on the h2 pawn. He moves his knight, and capturing here is a mistake. And why is it a mistake? Because after he recaptures, then my knight will be under attack, and my bishop will be hard to defend. I would have to play like a6 maybe to threaten the bishop and create some double threats. Let's see what Stockfish says. D takes e5, queen takes e5, bishop takes, queen takes, and I have to move my king up, but this position's really unpleasant. Unfortunately, after takes, I simply blundered my bishop. Again, this is how to lose at chess. And queen recaptures. I capture with the knight, threatening to capture his queen, but he can just take right here, and I recapture, and there's no threats, and now he can actually go ahead and capture a pawn. I castle. I knew I was losing more pawns here, but I thought after captures I would get some nice open files that would attack the king over here on the king side. He moves his bishop over. I attack with my queen. Oh, note here that he cannot capture this h7 pawn, because afterwards I would play rook h8, threatening the queen, but checkmate is also threatened by my queen, and that would simply be very hard for him to defend. So he did the right move, capturing the pawn on f7, attack my rook, getting another open file, and he captured another pawn, again completely losing for me. Move my king over to avoid, and he pins with the rook. So I move over, bishop attacking my rook, I attack his queen here, and he forces a trade of queens, very good by him, and he wins a rook. Attacks my pawn, my knight, and I move it back. And here we just kind of get a shuffle of moves of me moving my king around with my knight. Here I was thinking that I would have a fork on a king and rook here if he does decide to move his rook, which he did. I moved, but he moved his king over to defend. No forks for me. Rook here attacking his pawn, which he easily defends. Rook back here taking the open file, but it really doesn't matter anymore because I'm so losing. Now he threatens checkmate on a8, so I have to move my pawn up, move forward again, and I pushed my pawn forward. I was just kind of waiting. I had no idea what to do. Another way to lose at chess, have no clear plan. Moves his rook here, and I must defend or else he will capture on b6. Pawn up, and I threaten rook c2 check, skewering the king and winning a pawn. But even as he allows this, I can't even capture the pawn because then b6 will still be hanging. So I check again. He moves, check again. Again, I'm aimlessly checking, hoping and praying for some fork, but nothing is going to work. Rook here. And he just pushes forward. Very good play by him. Now, I thought here that this was a mistake because after I capture with my knight, his rook would be undefended, but he's still completely winning. He just moves his rook back, and he's actually threatening a fork on my rook and my king. So pretty good for him. So I captured back. He moves his rook here, offering a trade. I check declining because I don't want to trade off material while I'm down. He moves his king over here, and this is a mistake. Now here Stockfish says that just pushing my pawn will win, but instead I played rook c2, and it's completely losing for me again. if I would have pushed my pawn, then I would have been a pawn race and he would have probably had to sack some material, and it might have resulted in a draw. But no, and alas, I am back to a losing position, but I push, he moves back. Here I play b2, and what I thought was that after this rook move, I could play knight here, defending both pawns so there would be no checks. And after he does a move, I could go here, and that he would have to sacrifice his rook for material. Which he did. And I thought, oh, this is good for me. It isn't. After knight takes, rook takes here, king moves, and he's completely winning with all his pawns despite the fact he's only up 1 point of material. So another way to lose at chess, not fully calculating your plans. You have to sometimes think beyond material and the fact that you're winning something and still think about the overall position. So rook c5 is played, pawn moves up, knight here. Yeah, this is just completely losing. I try to throw in checks and slow the advancement of his pawns. Maybe there's some stalemate, but nope. It's just completely losing the entire time. And here, I didn't really know what to do, so I just captured his rook. He queens. I give a check, move my knight here, but eventually the game was just over. Just a promotion, yep, and checkmate. Yeah, overall, opening accuracy was pretty good by me. It was a bit of a mistake for him, but he just pulled ahead in the middle game. What a monster. 95% accuracy, and then 76% accuracy in the end game, and it just went downhill from there. That is not pretty, 56% accuracy. Welp, I'm glad that you guys were able to watch this episode of How to Lose at Chess. I hope you learned how to lose chess elo, and I hope you'll tune in again to learn how to lose even more chess elo more rapidly. Thanks for watching.